the young, and the restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful Wednesday. The sun is shining, and we have an absolutely massive, mind-blowing update about Genoa City that you do not want to miss. Grab your favorite snacks and a huge cup of coffee because we are diving straight into the deep end of the drama today. Oh my God. I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now. Okay, but listen, you guys need to sit down and brace yourselves because I was literally sitting on my couch, eating my dinner, and I actually choked on my pasta. I had to pause my screen, drop my fork, and frantically text my group chat because my jaw dropped to the floor. I am so emotionally invested in these people like they are my actual real-life family, and I am personally offended by what is happening right now. The audacity. Honestly, the absolute unhinged audacity of Victor Newman. But wait, let me back up because I keep getting ahead of myself and my brain is just a chaotic stream of consciousness right now and I need to explain this properly. Oh wait, before that happened, actually, we have to talk about Nikki and her eyes. So remember when her bandages came off? Melody Thomas Scott is an absolute legend, literally a daytime television icon. And that scene where she realized she was completely blind, I was sobbing. I was actually crying real tears in my living room. When she smashed that vanity mirror with her hairbrush, iconic, heartbreaking. But also, she was so incredibly vulnerable, and Victor was playing the doting, loving husband, getting her blankets, telling her she's safe, acting like the ultimate protector. Safe my foot? And don't even get me started on that because we all know he secretly liquidated her assets and stole her shares for his trust fund while she was drugged up and blind. Which is insane, by the way. Who does that to their own wife while she is suffering from a massive medical crisis? Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, so the massive news is that Nikki's sight is actually coming back. Yes. The miracle we have all been waiting and praying for. The optic nerve is finally healing after all that terrifying pressure from the tumor. But here is the wild part. She hasn't made this big public announcement yet. Maybe she is just starting to see shapes and shadows, or maybe her vision just snapped back into focus, but she is keeping it quiet. She is pretending she is still in the dark. And thank God she did. Because what she sees next is literally the most traumatic thing ever. I am shaking just thinking about it. Okay, where was I? Right, so Nikki is walking through the massive Newman Ranch. She is probably doing that thing where she counts the stairs to prove her independence, which, go Nikki, we love an independent queen who doesn't need a cane. But then she hears voices coming from Victor's private study. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen. I'm literally screaming, Nikki, go back to your room. Don't listen. Walk away. But she creeps closer. And she looks in, and she can see. She can actually see Victor sitting there with some random, mysterious man. I don't even know who this guy is. He was wearing this dark suit and had this totally sinister, terrifying vibe. And I spent like 10 minutes trying to pause and zoom in on his shoes to see if I recognized him from another storyline. Get distracted by side details much? Sorry, I just need to know who this hitman or fixer is because he looks like pure evil. So she is listening from the shadows, and Victor is talking in that low, gravelly, menacing voice of his, and he is talking about a traitor, a massive threat to the Newman family. And I'm thinking, okay, is it Jack Abbott? Because Victor literally hates Jack more than anything on this planet. Or maybe it's Matt Clark? Because Matt is literally living on the ranch right now and driving Nick completely insane, which, by the way, Nick is totally going to relapse into his drug addiction because of Matt. Mark my words. Nick is already threatening to kill Matt, and it is a whole mess. But no, it's not Jack. It's not Matt. It's Adam. Victor is talking about Adam Newman. His own flesh and blood. I can't breathe. I'm dead. Victor literally tells this mysterious man that Adam is a traitor and he needs him to disappear. Disappear. We all know what that means in soap opera language. He wants to eliminate his own son. Why would he do that? I know Adam has done some really messed up stuff in the past, like the whole spider alter ego in Vegas, but recently, Adam has literally just been trying to protect Sally Spectra. He was begging Victor to leave pregnant Sally alone. He even offered to buy Newman Media with his own money because he feels like he owes Sally after they lost baby Ava. Which is so tragic and romantic, by the way. Adam is honestly trying to be a good guy right now. And Victor's response to his son trying to protect the mother of his unborn child is to put a hit out on him? Not okay. I'm done. I am literally so done with Victor. Seriously, I am so mad at Victor like he is a real person sitting in my house. He needs to get it together. I swear. He brings Patty Williams back to town, causing absolute chaos for the Abbotts. Ashley is having a feral primal breakdown because Abby and Dominic got kidnapped by Patty and that creepy doctor. Markham. Kyle is making dangerous, reckless deals in jail to get revenge, and Victor is just sitting in his expensive leather chair playing God and ordering hits on his own kids. The hypocrisy is actually staggering. He claims everything he does is for the family, but he is literally the biggest threat to the family. At this point, I am pacing around my living room. I couldn't even finish my food. It is sitting there getting cold because I am so stressed out about Adam's life. And then the camera cuts to Nikki's face. Oh my God. You guys, Melody Thomas Scott deserves another Emmy right this second just for the look of pure, unadulterated terror on her face. Her eyes went so wide. She is standing there in the hallway, realizing that the man she has loved and defended for decades is an actual monster who is plotting to murder his own son. And she has to pretend she didn't hear it. She has to pretend she can't see it. Because if Victor realizes her sight is back and she just witnessed this mafia-style meeting, what is he going to do to her? Would he lock her up? Gaslight her? He already stole her company shares while she was blind? The man has absolutely zero boundaries. I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly. Nikki is absolutely terrified. She is shaking. I could literally feel her panic radiating through the television screen. She knows Victor is completely ruthless. She knows Adam is the black sheep of the family, but he is still family. He is still Victor's son. She cannot just let him be assassinated or kidnapped or whatever sick, twisted plan this mystery man is cooking up in that study. She has to warn him. But how? If she texts him, Victor might track her phone. If she calls him, Victor's goons might hear her talking. If she runs out of the house, Victor will instantly know she can see. Wait, did I already say that about the phone tracking? Whatever. Anyway, the stakes are so high right now. I am literally sweating just thinking about the logistics of her escape. Nikki is trapped in this massive, isolated ranch with a husband who is acting like a literal mob boss. And Adam is out there in Genoa City, completely clueless, probably just worrying about Sally and the baby, thinking his dad is just going to pull some annoying corporate sabotage with Newman Enterprises. He has no idea his actual life is in severe, immediate danger. And let's not forget Chelsea. Chelsea is already super suspicious of Victor's AI framing of Phyllis, so if Adam suddenly goes missing or turns up dead, Chelsea is going to know exactly who did it and she will go nuclear. And honestly, think about the massive ripple effects this is going to have on the rest of the canvas. If Victor actually eliminates Adam, Nick is going to completely lose his mind. Nick is already spiraling into a dark, violent place because of Matt Clark, threatening to end Matt's life. And if he finds out his father killed his brother, the whole Newman family is going to implode into a million pieces. Victoria is busy making hard eyes at Kyle Abbott, which is a whole other insane situation. Don't even get me started on that forbidden romance. Claire is going to absolutely lose her mind when she finds out her mom is hooking up with her ex, so Victoria isn't paying attention to Victor's dark moves at all. It is all on Nikki. Nikki is the only one who knows the terrifying truth. She has to get to Adam. She has to find a way to secretly contact him and tell him to run for his life. To take Sally, pack their bags, get out of Genoa City, and never look back. Because Victor has completely lost the plot. He is unhinged. He has crossed a line that you can never, ever come back from. You don't just order a hit on your own child because he didn't fall in line with your corporate agenda. I am literally counting down the seconds until the next episode. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat. I just need to know if Nikki is going to save Adam or if Victor's hitman is going to get to him first. My heart is pounding so fast. Imagine being Nikki in that moment. You just got your miracle. You can finally see the world again after thinking you were going to be trapped in darkness forever. And the very first thing you see is your husband plotting a murder. The absolute psychological torture of that moment is brilliant writing, honestly. But I hate it because it is so stressful. She must be flashing back to all the times Victor promised to protect their family. All the times he said family is everything. It was all a lie. A massive, manipulative lie to keep them all under his thumb. And, what about the mystery man? Is he someone we know from Victor's past? Is he connected to Riza and the Vegas Underground? Oh my God. What if Victor hired someone from Adam's own dark past to take him out? That would be so twisted and poetic in the worst way possible. I am literally spiraling with theories right now. I need to make a whole separate group chat just to theorize about who this guy is. He looked so cold, so professional. He wasn't even flinching when Victor said he wanted Adam to disappear. I just keep picturing Adam sitting at Society, looking at those sunset pink nursery colors for Sally, trying to be a good man, trying to step up and heal from the trauma of losing baby Ava, and meanwhile his dad is signing his death warrant. It makes me want to cry. It actually makes me so emotional. Sally is already so paranoid and stressed out about her company. If something happens to Adam, she is going to lose the baby from the stress. Victor is literally destroying multiple lives with this one insane decision. Nikki has to be the hero here. She has always been the matriarch, the one who tries to hold the moral center when Victor goes too far. But this isn't just going too far. This is a whole new level of evil. She has to sneak out. Maybe she can pretend she needs to go to the hospital for a checkup on her eyes and then slip away to warn Adam. But Victor would probably insist on going with her and playing the devoted husband again. The manipulation is sickening. Mark my words, this is the most explosive storyline of the entire year. It is going to change the Newman family forever. I am so dramatic about this, but I don't even care. It is that good, and I am completely obsessed. I need Nikki to channel all her inner strength, put on a pair of dark sunglasses, and handle this like the boss she is. Okay, my heart rate is way too high. I need to go drink some water, calm down, and rewatch that scene like 5 more times to see if I missed any clues. I am literally unwell over this show.